Yo, what's good? What's poppin', man? Welcome back to another episode with Links with Chinks, episode 27, baby. Keep climbing, man. We having fun with this motherfucker, and we just keep jumping, man. I'm here with a homie and shit. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Manny, and I'm here to
Chat, chill, get down, talk about life and shit. We're gonna get into the sport of boxing, man. You know what I mean? Everybody loves boxing. Well, I mean, recently or lately, it's kind of been fucking fooled around with YouTubers and shit, but we'll jump into that shit. I kind of fell off of boxing, watching boxing, because they want to do all this, what they call that?
Entertainment.
Entertainment, but what was that shit with like Floyd and like Jake Paul and then what they call
the charity events and
charity events and shit, showcase.
Yeah.
And boxing and stuff. So when did you get into boxing, bro? How old were you?
I was 8 years old.
8 years old.
When my mom and my dad got locked up. My mom got out before my dad. My dad was sentenced 5 years in prison, so my mom only did 6 months. So when she got out, she had to like figure things out on her own. So when we finally got our own home, we moved in, and like from us, it's 5 boys. So we're all rough, bad kids, always fighting each other. So she just got tired of it and decided just to put all of us in boxing. So,
it was kind of her decision?
Yeah. So she put all of us in boxing and mainly took out all our, our anger at home in the ring, and that's what made us, today. Like, I feel like I changed a lot.
So when your mom suggested boxing for you, was it kind of forced you in there, or was it, hey, y'all want to go with boxing? You was like, no, I don't want to do all that.
It was forced.
It was
literally hop in that van and we're going, even if you didn't want to go. Like, let's say one of my brothers said he didn't want to go, he had to go no matter what.
Yeah, so. For real. But looking back now, you feel like you're glad he was forced in a way.
Yeah, it like
those skills.
It made me the man I am today. It humbled me a lot. Getting in that ring and competing with somebody that wanted more than you. So it's like,
true.
Yeah, it changed me a lot, and I'm grateful for it. That's something positive my mom did for us. So
that's something, a memory that you always hold on to, and tell your kids when they get older and stuff.
Yeah.
So you get forced into this, like, what, school classes or something, like?
What you mean?
Was it like a school for boxing? Or was it just classes that were signed up at camp? Or something?
This was actually a club.
Oh, okay.
So it was called Seaman Center. I think they still have that building there. My mom just decided one day just to take us to a random boxing club, and we just started training. And I remember like a year later, and our coach finally told us that he could take us to a show or event.
To watch some live boxing?
No, actually for us to fight.
Oh, for you? Shit. So before we get into that, right? So you're in here, you're kind of forced against your will. Yeah. You put on the gloves, and now you're sparring, right? Because you're young, 8 years old, sparring and shit. Was there a moment where you got hit real hard and you was like, fuck this, man, I ain't doing this shit? Like,
well, yeah. Actually, I have a story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So I started boxing, and it was like 6 months into it. Kind of got too cocky with it. Just felt like I was really already good at it. And I remember stepping in the ring with a beginner, and I was wearing no headgear. He was wearing a headgear.
Oh, you thought you had it, huh?
Yeah, I thought I had it. Fight. But he caught me with a good clean shot to my jaw. Now, it felt like my jaw teared off my
shit.
So I literally laid on my mom's lap. She was rubbing it, and that right there. I was like, headgear. I don't care who you are, beginner, somebody that's with a lot of fights. I always wear headgear.
It always takes that right shot, that right angle, right?
Yeah,
did you when it happened, did you like tell your mom you don't want to be there no more? Like you kind of give up, or you like just get back into it?
I was crying but it was just anger tears. Like I want to go back in there, but then I'm like, basically get me away from this, because I can't do nothing. So like, my mom wrapped it up and we went home, and I was out for like a week, but then I came back. And
did that situation make you train harder?
Yeah, well, I was already training hard.
You're so cocky, like
it was just it woke me up a little.
Okay.
it was like more of like a humble situation that happened. Like it made me think like I always gotta wear my mouthpiece and my headgear. So
At
it's
all
like,
times.
yeah.
Hey, remember when Floyd did the Ortiz?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Protect yourself at all times.
Yeah,
Boy,
totally.
slept that man. He was getting at him though, man. He was getting at Mayweather, man. I think he had to do that shit. I think he had to sneak him with that punch, bro.
Yeah, it was protect yourself.
Man,
that's how it is in the game.
You can't dab up a dude you're fucking boxing with and then just get laid out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, referees not in between y'all, so protect yourself.
Yeah, so that little kind of wake up, humble yourself, you know, chilled you out a little bit. It made you. I mean, you were still like kind of at the same level and shit. Even getting hit like that, you kind of you didn't think of yourself less or like, oh man, I gotta train harder. I ain't that guy. You know what I mean? Like, How many fights? So there's levels to it, right? As you get into boxing, there's classes, there's weights. What is it?
Well, it's weight. It's by weight. I know it goes off by like 7 pounds, maybe 8 pounds. They have different weight classes, just like featherweight, middleweight, heavyweight. It goes on. But yeah, when I first started boxing, I was a kid, so I fought as a junior. But they had weight class for juniors too. So yeah, like it's just young kids fighting, But yeah, once you become an adult, all that same record moves on. Like, so if you fought.
Wait, if you lose as an 8-year-old, that record stays with you?
Yeah, it stays with you. Oh, so if you fought 10 times as a kid and you quit boxing, came back as an adult, you're still going to fight as an open fighter. An open fighter is you literally fight anybody that has 10 or more fights. Person can be 80-0 and you have, your record is 5-5. You're going to fight this guy.
Right.
So he might have a lot more experience. That's why a lot of people me growing up, seeing a lot of people do that, they come back harder. So they train a lot harder because they know that they're going to fight, top fighters. So
do you remember what class you was in when you were younger?
I was fighting at 80 pounds.
80 pounds? And did you ever have to gain weight to get into more classes or different classes?
No, I just go.
You stayed in that?
Yeah, you stay in shape. Of course, the older you get, you gain your weight, but you don't gain as much. Some people...
Right. So if you was to try to fight another weight class, right? Say you dominate your weight class, you move up and move less. It goes by your weight, right?
Yeah,
so you're either gaining or losing to get into that bracket.
Yeah. Amateur boxing it's where you're gonna learn.
It's kind of more lenient on your weight. And shit like
it's like you're gonna fight a lot of good fighters. The more fights you have, so it's basically preparing you for the pros.
Right.
So even win or losing, it doesn't matter. You're still you're still learning.
And you said your record as a young kid goes with you. So like these professional boxers, when I say like 40-year-old, 50-year-old, they never lost. Like even being a young kid, that just never lost.
So no, like it stays an amateur.
Oh, it stays an amateur. So after amateur, they really come.
And you start over when you.
Oh, you start over 0-0. Okay,
0-0.
Got you.
So you get like Floyd. I think he only lost once.
I remember he was crying when he was a younger teenager and shit.
He lost in the Olympics.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Olympics, and then, he was crying and shit.
Yeah, like he had a clean, good record, and then I think he went pro after that, if I'm not mistaken. And then he started off, 0-0, but he just had his amateur record in the back.
So after your mom put you in here, after that incident, but you're still boxing and stuff, was there any boxers in that era that you started watching? Was you watching other boxers fight?
Floyd.
Was it Floyd that you picked up?
I picked up on Floyd, Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor, Winky Wright. There's a lot of people I used to, K9.
Would you go back and watch old tapes of their fights and shit and try to see how they fought?
My mom always ordered all Floyd's fights because, she was a big fan of boxing herself. So it's like she wanted us to stay in, keep us in track, with boxing. So she bought me video games. She ordered stuff online. Like,
wow, you fucked with that fight night then, huh?
Yeah, fight night was always my thing. I hated losing in that game, so
that fucking swab and shit, bro. That motherfucker was everywhere, bro. Like, come on, man.
It was pretty.
I almost threw the towel in. So that's what's up, bro. So, she forced you in there, but after a while, you just accepted it and then you embraced it and made it part of your life. Ran that shit through your blood and veins and sweat and tears and shit, right? And So you're watching all these pro boxers and stuff. Is there moments when you were watching these pro boxers where they got laid out, knocked out, and you was like, "Yo, I would never want that shit to happen to me." They kind of scared you a little bit. Like,
Well,
what the
yeah,
fuck?
just like watching it, it's more of like, you know, you either getting beat up, even with your hands up,
Right.
or you get caught with a clean one. And I always told myself, like, you know, watching fights like that growing up,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed they mainly have their hands down. It's just
Mm.
mistakes that they do. Little mistakes can cost you a lot. So,
Okay.
like, that's what I always try to keep my hands up at all times. Even the coaches still today, they will tell
Guard
every
your
fighter
face.
that, like, even top fighters, like, if you watch Floyd tapes, he's really good with, you know,
Yeah, so I was
his
gonna
movement and
mention
all
that. There's an offense boxer and a defense boxer, right? And you can be both. But Floyd was, I felt like he was a great at defense. Like I felt like he was a real
Good
great,
counter.
you know what I
He
mean?
was really good at countering. That's how you, like, that's me. I'm the same. That's where I learned
Okay.
from. Like, I usually, like, I throw my jabs, yeah, and then I lead with my right. But then, like, seeing what Floyd did was, like,
Mm-hmm.
he would just move his head back and then come
Right.
with a right
He
left.
kind of twisted his whole body too. So when
Yeah.
he was trying to swing, he was just like,
Yeah,
got
he'd
that
wait.
fucking fist. Yeah.
He looked like, yeah, he'll be in his stance.
Kind of tuck
Yeah.
in and shit. Yeah.
The elbow is what helped him, you know, come with that lead.
Yeah, that was
right
smart.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody was doing it, so he was just fucking them up and shit on
Yeah.
that defense, bro. Like nobody was blocking like the way he was blocking.
Just the countering.
mean?
That
Yeah.
countering, it would, like, wake you
So,
up.
so you watching Floyd Mayweather? Out of all his fights, who you think did the best against him?
I think Miguel Cotto.
Miguel Cotto.
I think
I
Miguel
think he
Cotto.
said that too in an interview. I think
Yeah.
he said Cotto was his strongest one.
Yeah, Miguel Cotto was giving him a good fight. I think he cut him too. He was always, you know, he was called Pretty Boy Floyd for a reason. He never got, never got touched.
Yeah.
But like,
Man.
yeah, Floyd got in him. Miguel Cotto got in him, woke him up a little. But yeah, I think Miguel Cotto and him were like the best fight with each other.
Right. So you're 8 years old. You're following these pros, man. You're
Mhm.
watching all this shit. You're picking up different skills, or maybe try this, try that, or you know, your coach is showing you certain ways to box and shit. Your first moment, like to get in the ring, like it's your time and shit. Like you putting on the headgear, you know, you warming up and shit. What's going through your mind?
Ooh, it's
A
a good
lot.
feeling. It's actually a good feeling. Like, especially you have like everybody that's been there watching you train hard, and they're
Mhm.
there at this show. They're getting ready to watch you. You know, lay out your skills and everything you train for. Like, it's a good feeling. Like having my family, all my friends, even other people that didn't even know me. They're
Chatting, like
just
cheering, you on
they're
and
still
shit.
cheering. They they go for a corner who they think is gonna win this fight.
So you kind of felt like a superstar at that
Yeah.
moment, right? Like shit. Like, oh,
Yeah, I remember my first fight when I was getting ready. I was only I just turned 10, and
okay.
I remember I was always that shy kid. So I told my coach, put his towel over my head. I was already ready. Everything was mouthpiece. Everything was walking in the ring. My coach took off the towel, and I just seen that, you know, my opponent across, and that was just my focus right there, just on him.
Okay.
And like, that was like the best feeling, just being in that ring. But you still have the nerves.
I was gonna say you didn't
Yeah.
have any type of nervousness in your body at all, like.
Yeah. What made me nervous is like the weigh-ins. That's the time that I was always nervous, and seeing, like, I was very like anxious. Like, who am I gonna fight? Who am I gonna fight?
Okay.
Finally, I get to see the kid I'm gonna fight, and then I get ready, and then the nerves are with you while you're walking in the ring. But this is what you train for, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's all or nothing. You do all this sparring, you do all this, you know, running and working out, and as soon as you walk in that ring, it kind of just,
So yeah, so when you get in the ring under those ropes and you're in your corner, is there a moment where you gotta shut everything off, look at your opponent, and
Soon
just
as-
focus?
as soon as you touch gloves and you're
It's
getting
all- it's all
ready,
shit.
it's your focus is that person right in front of you, and
So how did you like just fucking completely get all the sound, everything around you, and then just focus on that? You know, because you know the people chatting, screaming, yelling,
Yeah.
and shit. Like, how'd you get that out of your mind?
honestly, it's like your adrenaline. It's like you're in that ring to compete. So, like, people talking all that, I don't hear it. Like I don't.
Like
I'm just
hecklers and shit. Let this kid
more.
play.
Yeah, more of like if you land a clean shot and this kid kneels down, you're gonna hear the crowd because
Yeah,
you're just gonna step
you're
back
crazy,
and the ref is gonna have to count, and that's your time where a lot of fighters that I knew growing up. Usually, if they knock them down, they're already all hype, and but when that guy stands up, it's back to back to action.
So when you talk about knocking out, have you ever knocked somebody out like clean? Just
I made a lot of people quit.
quit, like throwing the white top, throwing the towel and shit.
Yeah, like me growing up, I didn't fight a lot. I was actually moved around to a lot of boxing gyms.
Okay.
Because I had the coach that first started boxing for. He kind of did us wrong because Floyd actually came to our gym and he was there chit-chatting, he was training with us, and we were all having fun, and at the end he donated some money, and then my coach just got up and left.
No way, bro.
Yeah, he left to Texas, and we found that out. And then ever since, my mom wanted us to continue boxing, so
That's
we just
up, bro.
so we're
Fuck that coach.
bouncing everywhere for a long time. And then every new coach be like, no, you're gonna have to train with me for this long, and then I'll let you fight. But knowing that we've been fighting,
Yeah, knowing you already got a lot of skills on you, shit, you don't want to start over. That shit weak.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, I was 12 years old, sparring professional boxers. So it's like, like I had it in me. It's just I never got to be like, oh, I'm ready. I want to go in the ring. I'm just a kid. That's all they look at me. Oh, he's not ready. Just So I just
right.
I just went with the flow.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like for your coach, because that could have been a whole opportunity. So many doors opened up with that money, bro. Like, what I mean? Even him, he would have came back and just to check up on the donation shit and see how far you got in. Like, could have picked you up under the wings, bro. So many different opportunities and possibilities. You know what I mean? But that's just fucked up, bro.
$250,000.
$250,000, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I would have shot the Texans too, bro. I would have shot the Texans too. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. Because he just crushed a lot of kids' dreams. Shit, you don't know. He probably got bad karma, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of like old heads out here. I even know a guy still. His name is Fernell Gates. He knows what happened. They got into a big old argument, in the locker room. I'm a kid watching this, and
bro.
I learned this from my mom telling me all this, and it all clicked to me. So it's like, it was just a crazy thing to experience, but not knowing what was really happening. But
yeah, that's shitty, bro. That's shitty.
Yeah.
I should have said put his fucking name out there, but bro. That was a while ago and shit.
Yeah.
So when you say gyms, right? Are you guys boxing against other gyms, or is it main events? Is it district type of shit?
We're competing all over just Michigan. You're traveling, or you're here and they're traveling here. You're everywhere. So there's events everywhere. As a coach, you gotta find those events. You actually find those events through USA Boxing. Like you look up USA Boxing.
So is it almost like wrestling? Because you bring a group and then everyone has their weight they go against. Like
well, in wrestling you could go against somebody small.
Well, but like. Each school has their kind of weight.
Oh yeah, in school. Yeah.
So boxing is like you're traveling and you're like, well, I got my 80-pounder.
Yeah.
Against your 80-pounder.
Yeah, like back then, what they used to do is you bring all your fighters, we do weigh-ins, and then we'll match you.
Yeah. Okay.
Today they actually match you before even going.
Right, so just to get out the way.
Yeah.
You got all those you're killing all that time, back and forth and weigh-ins and all that shit.
Yeah, you still got to weigh in and do all that, but you're usually pre-fight. You have a pre-fight already.
You already lined up your shit, yeah.
And then sometimes things might not happen, and you might end up fighting a different fighter, but yeah.
So that's pretty cool, you know what I mean? So you're on the road and shit, you know what I mean? And you're like a whole team, you know what I mean? You have brothers boxing with you and stuff?
At this time, actually, all my brothers stopped boxing. I was the only one that picked it up.
Still traveling and picking up?
Yeah, it was me and my wife today. She helped me with all this. She supported me.
That's what's up.
And, like, I continue with it. But, like, I noticed, like, I didn't want to keep, I didn't want to compete. I was getting other fighters ready for fights. So I sparred literally boxers pro fighters, MMA fighters, you know, to get them ready for their fights.
So how'd you feel when you're sparring with these guys that about to go fight and you're like, yo, I can knock this dude out, bro? Like, I don't think he's ready, but whatever.
Like if they're saying that to their opponent,
no, like you're helping the dudes get ready, right? But the dude, like, you're kind of like better than the dude that you're helping spar and shit. Are you telling yourself like, man, I should be doing this shit, man?
I'm very humble, so I go in there. I'm not talking. I did experience people go in there and they're trash talkers. Yeah, I went against kids that fought probably like 100 fights when they were kids, and now they're adults and they have all this, you know, experience and they're really good. Like I fought a lot of people, like more sparring. I only had 6 fights under my belt, you know.
Okay.
So it's I more just trained more,
right?
And you know, I looked at it like I might as well just help fighters, you know,
right,
become good in the future.
That whole ass coach ran off the shit, man.
Yeah, there's other there's fighters. There's actually a fighter right now. His name is Justin. He came in the ring. Actually, he came from East Kentwood. He wanted to box. He wanted to try boxing.
Yeah.
And he didn't know nothing, like absolutely nothing. So my coach told me, get him right. So I got him right. He fought. He kept fighting. He never gave up. Kept going to shows. Now he's a pro fighter. And he's 10-0.
Damn.
And so it's like,
what's his last name?
Justin. I don't know his
I think
Crosby. Something like that.
I think I seen the.
Yeah, you know JJ Pagan.
Okay, yeah.
They're like teammates.
Was that Joshua or something?
Yeah, I never sparred JJ. I know I sparred probably his brother, but yeah, like I seen when JJ first was started.
That's what's up,
look at him now. He's these two.
How you feel about that?
Fighters.
Like, you kind of feel like you had a hand. I mean, you know, he put the work in. Whatever, he showed up, but still, like, you kind of motivating him or give him that push. You feel good about that stuff?
Yeah, man. Just seeing them succeed in life and still succeeding, it's like, dang, man, I know where you came from and look where you at now. And it feels good to see people that actually were kids and I was, you know, a little bit older, and I look at them now and it's just like, just
to cross paths with them in your lifetime, it just feels good about it. Like, man, I know that kid. You know what I mean? He up there in Vegas now and all that shit.
They're getting there.
Yeah. I seen some of their fights that be boxing and shit.
Yeah, they're really good fighters, man. Just seeing them in the amateurs. I have pictures and videos of when they were fighting, and it's crazy how they came up so fast and how strong they are now. And they work out faithfully every day. So this is like 3 workouts a day.
To them, then like that's all they know is boxing.
Yeah.
And shit. So, have you ever got in trouble at school?
Yeah.
For fighting? I mean, after learning how to box.
Yeah, bro.
Did you walk around your chest out like after how to box, bro?
More my brother. He was very like the one that was ready for anything. I was more the one that.
Was you humble, but you was about that shit type of shit?
Yeah, like if you want to throw hands, you swing first, and then you'll see what happens next. But I'm not gonna be the one swinging first. So
after you learn boxing, is that true? Like, is it true that you have to register your hands as a lethal weapon?
Well, if you're registered, because you have to renew. Basically, it's like a license to compete.
For your hands, right?
Well, for you as a fighter, a lot of people say, well, you can't fight, but like, how I always think like, how would a cop know that, you know, you're a boxer unless you're like famous, Floyd Mayweather, you know? Yeah. But like, you could literally go to the club and, you know, have your fun and somebody start stuff.
Right.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do if, you know, somebody starts stuff. So it's like, yeah.
So was you getting kicked out of school when you were younger and shit for fighting?
Man, yeah. I got kicked out of Central High School for fighting. Fought a few times there and finally got kicked out.
So when you're fighting in school, it kind of feels more like a street fight, right? It's like, you know, no rules, no weight, there's certain ways, you know, you're back and forth doing techniques, right? It's just swinging. But since you're already skilled, did you feel like you know, this is like a sparring match and shit? Like, oh man,
Yeah,
you already know
well,
what you're doing, type of shit.
the people, like a lot of people were intimidated by me. So a
Mhm.
lot of people,
Because they know your background, right?
yeah. So it's like they more so like they try to gang up on me,
Mm.
but not just one. It's
Yeah,
like
they
4 or
try to
5
jump in and
people.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't end well with a group, and that's when I got expelled from Central High School. 6 dudes jumped me and didn't look good for 4 of them. So it's like, and then
That's what's up, man.
I got kicked out, went to Union, got kicked out of there because my brother wanted to start some stuff. Then I went to Rogers, we got kicked out of there, went to East
Damn.
Kentwood, and then
Dang.
East Kentwood, that was the time where I was facing jail time.
Oh, so you kind
Yeah.
of just like fucking fucked it. I gotta chill out.
Yeah, me and my brother, we did something. A lot of people probably know about this, but like we were gonna serve some serious time for what
Mhm.
we did, and the guy woke up from the coma and he dropped all charges. So
Shit.
it was like I was blessed, but then I was like, you know, I felt really bad because this wasn't my fight. This was my brother's fight.
Mm.
I was just trying to protect my brother.
Yeah, hey, that's brother instincts, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if it's not considered jumping to you, it's family. Like, if I see my
Yeah.
brother getting whooped on, I'm jumping in. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck, bro. That's my
yeah.
brother, you know what I mean? Because it's not even, I expect it from him. I know what's going to happen. to him. You know, if I'm getting beat up, my brother's going to come help me regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that shit. Dan, so you're fucking, you know, you're boxing, you're going through all this, you know what I mean? You're going to school and stuff. Do you feel like, so after that incident, if that incident ever happened, would you have, you know what I mean, continued
Man, I was
fucking
actually
up? Or,
doing good in school. I was focused on school.
oh, before this incident happened?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was
Okay.
when I went to East Kentwood, I fell in love with the school, and you know, I try to leave all that negative stuff back in the hood.
Right.
This is a new chapter in my life. But then
Was you still training around this era, this time?
Yeah, I was
Like, a
in
little
and
bit
out.
in and out.
I was more trying to like get school out the way first.
Mm.
That was like my main focus.
What was you studying in school?
Well, this was when I was a
Well, this is-
freshman.
oh, okay.
So yeah, I was just trying to keep my grades up and just graduate from East Kentwood, but it didn't even happen like that. And my whole story is just like I did everything late, but you know, I accomplished so much.
Hey,
And-
better late than never, man.
Yeah.
For real. That's what's up, man. So so you're so, like kind of happy that your mom pushed you into this boxing,
Mhm.
and this skill still probably stays with. I mean, I don't feel like you're rusty because you're still young,
Yeah,
but your skills are still there,
yeah.
right? Do you ever feel like you would go back?
So I go back. I still go back to today. I haven't been back in a minute. It's been like 6 months, but yeah, I
I mean,
take
'cause
my
there's
son,
no
like,
age limit, is there? Like, how's that shit work? You
No.
can just get in, sign up, and
Yeah, you just-
practice and shit.
Yeah, you just gotta pay your monthly payment, and you know you got good coaches. I go to a good gym where it has good coaches, good fighters, and I still have videos, pictures of people I'm sparring literally
Mhm.
6 months ago, and these are good fighters. And like I noticed that, you know, being in boxing so long, I'm not scared to get hit, but I know
Right.
not to get hit.
Right.
I'm gonna hit you. You know, just you're in there just practicing, so you're trying to make yourself better. So that's, you know, I was deciding on competing again, but I noticed that I'd rather just do what I was used to doing and just sparring and getting fighters ready for their
Main
fights.
event stuff.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, so when you're training, right?
Mhm.
When you're young or whatever, when you're first going in there, you're training. You get used to the punches, right? Because
I was really scared.
You
I'm
was
not gonna
scared of
lie.
getting hit?
Yeah, it was more so like, you know, you're young, you're very
Yeah.
sensitive, and just thinking about getting punched. Because I'm not gonna lie, I used to get, you know, bloody nose all the time. My
Mhm.
brothers too. We used to cry a lot. You know, but the older we got, we didn't we didn't really care for that. We're more of you punch me, I'm punching back. I got used to getting punched in my face, so
So you just started learning to dodge that shit.
yeah. Now I'm countering, I'm block. I'm like, yeah. That's like you don't want to get punched, so it's
Right.
like even if you got punched, it's more like oh whatever.
Because that's a whole nother scenario, right? You get hit really hard. You're like kind of dazed, and seeing
Mhm.
way and shit. But you gotta try to do your best to snap out of it, see
Mhm.
where he's gonna swing again, and just get back in the fucking get, get
Yeah.
back in the match and shit.
Yeah.
Cause like you not having skills or not knowing how to box, you get hit. You just go to defense mode. You just curl up.
Mhm.
A lot of people just curl up because that motherfucker that punch
Mhm.
just knocked them out, and you don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? But you training and your coach training you good as shit. It's kind of like you get hit, you take it real quick, and you just back it. You know what I mean?
A lot of fighters I see till today, like they rather get punched and keep getting punched. But me, I'm not ashamed of taking that knee on the canvas,
Right.
so that fighter can back away, and then I can get up.
That's when the KOs happen. And
Yeah,
shit.
and then I'd rather get my breath real quick, and then just go back at it.
Yeah, because the motherfuckers that staying there got fucking swollen eyes, broken nose, the jaws cracked right here a little bit, shit, and they still gave up anyway. You might have just gave up on their first knock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand it from like professional fighters because
there's a lot on the line. There's a lot on the
they're
line.
getting paid for this, and if they win this fight, they get to support their family.
There might be a belt and shit.
Yeah, amateur boxing is just preparing you for for that path when you go pro. So that's why.
So I know you said you watched Mayweather. I mean, I was on the fence with him. He was a good ass boxer, but I was being supportive with all the Latinos and shit, trying to call shit. He's not Latino, but I was watching fucking Manny Pacquiao. That's I fuck with him. But after he got laid out, I was like,
yeah. See, that happens like when I think it was Juan Manuel Marquez.
Yeah,
laid him out with that punch.
Oh my god!
But if you really look at it, that was a punch he didn't see coming.
No, he didn't.
And that's the ones that were
they walked right into that motherfucker too, bro.
Those are the ones that lay you out and you wake up and.
So you watch boxers. Who you think your top boxers are right now that are currently active?
Current? Dang, that's a good question. I say number one is probably Canelo.
You fuck with Canelo? Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, seeing him and Triple G fight sometimes and seeing how even Triple G take punches, I just feel like Canelo's the top fighter right now. Yeah. And I like watching him fight because.
When's that Crawford fight?
It's coming up soon.
Was it in September?
I think so. I know it's soon. That's a fight that I'm gonna watch.
I watched that Barrios fight and he was just like praising him so much. Like, man, I looked up to you, man. It's an honor, even though I lost, bro. I looked up to you, man. It's an honor to be here fighting with a legend.
Yeah.
He was like, thank you.
So Manny won that one, right?
To
Canelo. I think to Canelo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember he was a young fighter. Was it Barrios or am I saying it was the wrong fighter?
Well, I forgot who it was. I know he fought a lot of upcoming fighters. It's that Puerto Rican dude. The Puerto Rican guy.
Oh, the dude beforehand.
So, yeah, he just got laid out.
Yeah, that dude got laid out. Bro.
Yeah, that Puerto Rican dude. I forgot his name, man. Yeah, I watched a lot of his highlights, but.
Yeah, but you Puerto Rican too, right? Like full blood.
Yeah.
Was that your cousin or something?
Nah.
Coño, DJ.
That dude was the biggest trash talker.
Yeah, he ain't never back with none of that shit in the ring, bro. That shit crazy. So, out of these showcases, you have fucking Logan Paul or Paul Logan Jake Paul. Tyson. Jake Paul and Tyson.
Yeah.
Man.
I think that fight was.
Then you had Conor and fucking Mayweather. I was like, what the fuck? Like these fights, man. Like,
I feel like now Jake Paul's getting, good fights. Let's say that. I feel like everybody thought he was like he was ruining boxing.
Yeah, but I felt like he was making fun of it, bro. Like a YouTuber coming in and shit. But now people are saying like he's really boxing, but they just don't believe the shit.
Well, I see it now. I feel like he has a lot of potential. Like I feel like he's there. Like, I feel like he could be a great fighter. Like when he first started, it was just like a joke because he was just fighting all these, they're not bums, but these people that didn't have.
They're fucking old.
Yeah, like I didn't. Now that I see him calling out actually good boxers, yeah, like he lost to Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
The first boxer he fought, that shows a lot. Like, now, bring that in with more boxers.
Yeah, I feel like the top boxers don't take him serious though, because what I mean, they want to see him fight real boxers.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, for like championship and shit. Until then, they're just like, man, whatever. Man.
He has the money. He has the money. He could be his own.
He's calling out Canelo now, and Canelo's like, I don't listen to that shit.
Canelo will destroy him.
Yeah, no, I don't listen to that shit, man.
But he's waiting for them to get old.
Who's that? CBN? Who's that? Adam?
That's Zane.
Zane.
That's good.
What's poppin'? He said, yo, man.
But yeah.
But shit, Canelo's a beast, bro. Did you go to the weigh-in, the meetup down in when him and Mayweather fucking met up right here in
Oh yeah, no,
Rapids and shit?
No, I didn't.
I was there, bro. It was a fucking like 3-hour line, bro, to get in and shit, bro. Yeah, I went and seen that shit.
No, I didn't.
And Mayweather was just like, I see all the Hispanics, you know what I mean? See all my Grand Rapids people here for Canelo and shit. I don't see none of my people. I was like,
yeah,
bro, there was so many Latinos there, bro. This shit was crazy, bro.
But he had a lot of people on his side too.
Yeah,
he's from Grand Rapids, so it's like
for sure, man. Like I still show love for him and shit, but like that one time when they were calling him in and shit, it's like, from Las Vegas, Mayweather. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You gotta stay with that Grand Rapids shit, bro. Your family. Feel me?
You could, you could spot him sometimes here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta see, like when he came that one time, we used to kick it with him in our gym, but his securities are like very.
I remember 50 was fucking up with the memes and shit. Like, you can't read and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, this will probably knock you out though, shit. So what do you feel about boxers mixing with wrestling, bro? Cause you see how they're, how some of them go to wrestling and shit. Like I seen Mayweather get picked up by the Big Show, or he.
Yeah, so it's like if you cross
entertainment.
Like if you're a boxer, you're going to entertainment. Of course you're gonna have to act it out. Like, and then if a wrestler go to boxing, he can't act nothing out.
Do you feel like it's too cheesy though? Like way too cheesy and shit. Like
I feel like this is all about
money.
Like money and
just having fun with it. Yeah.
Getting your face out there.
How you feel about UFC crossover boxing?
I
don't know. Mayweather and that Conor fight was just like.
I feel like you gotta think about it. UFC fighters, they only have 5 rounds, 5 minutes.
Yeah, and they also got grappling on the floor, grappling, kicking. They're limited by boxing. They're limited all their other skills and shit.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to like talk down on like UFC fighters or MMA fighters, but like their conditioning is not
the same
as boxers. Boxers, that's all we did was run, and then you have these UFC fighters, they're literally rolling around in a mat.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you're on the floor, you can catch all the breath you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Boxing, you gotta stay moving, bro. You gotta fucking move, duck, whatever. You get hit, that you're getting your breath. You get hit in your motherfucking ribs or something, your breath getting taken. You gotta get that shit back. You know what I mean? So you gotta have a lot of stamina in boxing more than I guess UFC and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fighting in general, you just can't show that you're hurt. And if you show that you're hurt,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot what boxing match that was, but when somebody kept getting hit in the side, and he just took a knee. I forgot who it was. But
I've seen a lot of fights like that.
I know, right? Yeah, but Pacquiao, bro, I was following him, bro. He was a beast and shit. I think he won against Mayweather, man.
I felt like that wasn't his best performance. I think Manny could have done better
in that fight. That was like the first high anticipated fight, bro. Like Mayweather and Pacquiao, everyone wanted to see them.
Yeah, like Mayweather, you get in the ring with him. Let's just say you have a game plan. You go in the ring with him. He's gonna knock you off your game plan because his game plan is gonna overbeat yours. He's always that fighter, and he's gonna figure you out in the first few rounds. And when the later rounds come, he's just gonna beat you up.
You don't feel like Victor Ortiz had a good match with him?
I don't know.
He was landing some good punches on him.
I feel like Ortiz was
too young.
He was tired already. Like I watched that fight live, and I feel like he got tired pretty fast. And then Mayweather was just smiling through the whole fight. You know, like that's just crazy how somebody can go in there and just love beating up somebody and
yeah,
you know, and just laugh about it.
Yeah, fucking who was that dude that was fucking that was humping Canelo and shit?
McGregor.
Was that
McGregor, right?
No, fucking that dumbass Bronner, bro. Adrian Bronner.
Oh, Adrian Bronner.
Clown, bro.
Hold on, who he humped?
No, he didn't. It wasn't Canelo. It was not Pitbull, was it?
No, it was. I know I have his face in my head.
That Mexican dude. It was a Mexican dude. He humped him, and then that dude humped him back to the shit. Laid about. Yeah, he got cried and shit. That drug about and shit. He was all like sad and shit. Damn, what the fuck was his name, bro?
Yeah, I know who he's talking about.
Yeah. I was like, man, but the way he was being a clown, bro, I was like a whole different level, bro. Like, you humping your opponent and shit, bro. Like, come on, man. You gotta do better than that shit. He fell off, too. I don't even think he boxes.
They both fell off, both those fighters. Yeah. Well, you gotta think about it. Adrian Bronner, he was actually a champion. Was it four-time champion in 4 different weight classes? So it's like, you know.
Really, that match on just.
You know, to get up there and get titles, you know, it takes a lot. And it takes a lot of heart and guts. So
yeah,
you know, I still give him the credit after
you know. I feel like he was just like he got what he was aiming for and just kind of just like got comfortable. It's like whatever, fuck this boy and shit. Because Mayweather kind of backed away from the tools. Like, man, you fucking shit up.
Yeah, because he hit that mouth.
Yeah, that mouth. Then he picked up Tank Davis, bro. Like he's a monster too.
Tank Davis.
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Who?
Tank Davis, you don't think he's a monster?
Man, he is a monster. Yeah. I just feel like he's that fighter that's gonna walk in the ring one day and it's gonna be a wake-up call for him.
Just get knocked out. You think he been fighting nobodies?
No, he be fighting people.
I mean, how you feel about Ryan Garcia though, man? Because you know he was good, but then Tank just. I
just feel like Ryan Garcia's a good fighter, but
that's what I'm talking about. I was getting hit in the side. Tank kept hitting Ryan and shit.
Yeah.
He fell.
Yeah, but Ryan Garcia, he's a good fighter, but he got too, into that.
I feel like I got to more of that social media.
That's what
media life and shit. Yeah.
He got to drinking and.
You know who I thought was gonna come out, bro? And was like gonna try to walk in their father's footsteps. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was gonna come out walking his father's footsteps, bro, but nah.
Oh man, he's a good fighter, but then a scary fighter at the same time.
You see, he got locked up for working with the cartel, right?
Yeah, he got deported.
That's crazy. Could you imagine after a fight you get deported for having connections with the cartel?
It's wild.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, that's a fighter that's. I don't know how he had so many wins, like so many knockouts, and seeing him today not do so good and in fighting.
How many knockouts did he have,
I know he had more than 40 fights. I know he had more than probably 20 knockouts. But
when they do Julio Cesar Chavez record, half of that's from Mexico, or is it all USA? What they call in Mexico's? They said there was 80 USA and there's more than 100 in Mexico or something like that. They said they lost count, but he has like the most knockouts ever.
Yeah, I know he had a lot of fights, more than 70. I know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like nowadays you need all that proof.
I think that was before my time too. Yeah. I don't remember watching one of his fights.
I watched like highlights of when he was older, but not younger.
I remember Gotti, Thunder Gotti.
Toro Gotti.
His wife killed him and shit.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. It's fucked up.
That fight was it?
He did a legendary fight.
And Mickey Ward, is it?
There was they did like three fights and shit.
Yeah, they were going at it.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking Jones was a good ass fighter.
Roy Jones?
Roy Jones.
Yeah.
That boy was vicious in that fucking fight night.
I'm telling you, these fighters, they notice when they're just all weared out is when they either get knocked out or they lose a fight. Because, you know, they can be good. Like, you know, like Mike Tyson, he was really good until he fought, you know, a good fighter. And that's when he's like, oh, you know, this is not me no more.
Right.
And that's
I felt bad for Mike Tyson, bro. Like, he was just so old, just like.
Yeah, like Floyd, he knew when his time was. You know,
he had to get out.
Yeah. You know, he didn't want that one loss in his record.
So when people are fighting, bro, and they get cut open, what is that? Vaseline they put on their eye?
Yeah, it stops it from bleeding.
It stops from bleeding.
Just for until you get hit again. It doesn't go back to bleeding.
When I was watching boxing, when I was younger and I seen that, I thought it was kind of like, to me, I was like, is that cheating because their gloves gonna slip off that eye now?
Yeah, today they make sure you only put a little bit,
a certain amount,
yeah,
right? Because
you only gotta like wipe, like it can't be a blob. It has to be
that's what was happening, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, the glove was
they just put it on, or they put it like in the beginning of the fight. You could put it like, you know, all over your face or more where you know you're gonna get hit. But like in amateur, you can actually put it all over because you know you got the headgear. So
right, so yeah, you're just not gonna get to hit you anyways.
The most is probably a black eye and a bloody nose, bloody lip. You know, an amateur.
You ever seen anybody fucking die from getting hit?
Yeah, I actually did witness somebody in Detroit when I was there.
Oh, they died?
Yeah, he got knocked out bad. They had to end the show there.
Was it because of the hit, or he hit his head, or what?
I think it was the hit. I was a kid at the time, but I know this guy was done. He wasn't waking up or nothing. This was back in 2005.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, boxing is no joke. Like,
yeah, it's deadly.
Yeah, you could get hit with a hard one, an unexpected one, and yeah, these were heavyweights I was watching fight.
Yeah, cause that temple, bro, you get a nice shot, bro, like, or that jaw, just hit that shit right, and then you fall, bust your head.
And get hit behind the head too. Like, you get hit behind the head. That's.
You remember that one boxer that dude,
the Puerto Rican guy?
He hit that one dude in the back of his head. Now he's paralyzed and shit. That's fucked up, bro.
You don't want to hit nobody back in the head. That's just.
Yeah, he's still trying to recover after like 20 years.
That's shit, bad. Bro. Yeah.
Damn. So, do you feel like you would ever get back in there in full force with it, or just kind of in and out as just spar, keep your skills warm? Whenever
somebody needs some work, I usually just go, you know, spar. I'm in and out.
So what if they were like, Manny, we need you to fight again, man. We need you to get your gloves back on. We need you in there, bro. We need them fucking 12 rounds out you, bro.
Man,
what you gonna do?
Yeah, I ain't gonna go in there.
No?
Nah.
You feel like there's so much to lose, or too much time in it?
Actually, somebody offered me to go pro, and he was gonna pay me some money to fight him. Oh, you think I'm gonna go in there and get knocked out?
You trying to make himself look good or something?
No, he just he wanted more of, because I sparred this dude so many times, and
so he knew you was good.
Yeah, he was competition. I said I sparred this guy more than 100 times. We always were in the ring with each other, but like I stepped away for a little. He was still in it, and when he went pro, he wanted his first fight with somebody his equal, and then he hit me up and said, "I'll offer you this if you go pro, and you get in the ring with me 4 rounds." Nah.
He said,
you pay me 10,000. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get in that ring and get humiliated, but in front of all my family.
You know how he boxed, right?
Yeah. If he would have gave me time, I would have took the offer.
Right.
But
because like you said, you fell off, and if you're so rested and like so not concentrating on boxing anymore, you are kind of off.
Yeah.
And, like. You end up like a puncher bag.
I had the experience, but just not the conditioning.
Right.
Like I would have probably got tired and probably would have
second round
whipped me bad, and stopped me. But
I would have threw that towel in for you, bro. Like, come on, get him out of there, man.
Yeah. I still have the messages. I still look back at it. I'm like, dang, like
but
somebody offered
I mean,
me
you're
some.
still young and shit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then again, you have a family, you know,
Yeah.
you just got married and shit. It's a whole new path and journey open up for you. But it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it will be there until you're like 30, then you just like close that door, man.
Yeah.
Because
No,
your body starts
yeah.
deteriorating, your bones and all that shit. Like,
I'm more focused on my kids right now.
yeah.
Like,
Did you ever think about putting your son in boxing?
yeah, I train them at home.
Oh,
Like,
do you?
I could show you pad works with them.
Yeah, for real.
They can duke it out. They spar each other. My son mainly was the one. And my daughter were going to the gym. They were sparring other kids. You'd be surprised. My daughter is a beast. My son, he's still.
Now, do you feel like you kind of ride them to that career?
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
I always tell them, if this is something you don't want to do,
You're not
you
gonna
don't-
force them.
you don't have
That's
to
what's
do
up,
it.
man.
You know, my son wants to do it, but he's the type of kid that will do it and get hurt. And I'd rather stop him myself than him, you know, stopping himself.
Right.
My daughter, she had full potential of doing that, but she did really good against, you know, a couple other girls. You know, my son and
Was
her.
she surprised you when she was like,
Yeah, she surprised me.
well,
with
you
a
was
pad
training her
work.
though, right? Since you
Yeah.
were a kid? Okay.
I was training them since they were 4, so
Okay.
like they were already doing combinations, and then finally they got in the ring. It's like they could be good, you know, training with me, but as soon as they hit that gym,
It's a whole different.
it's a different story. They're like, you know, they never seen a glove before. You know, it's like that. And the more it took them, they started adapting to it,
Hell yeah.
and then now you can see it.
Bro, you
daughter-
just gotta build a gym and like a fucking ring in the back of your yard. bro.
that's a goal of mine. That I
Like
do
a
want
mini ring
to
or something.
open a gym in the future.
Mm.
I love boxing. I watch it all the time. I got my kids always, you know, doing pad work with me.
That's what's up.
Even my nieces and nephews, I always bring pad work, you know, gloves, everything. Come on, let's hit the pads. You know, it's something that I feel like is important. Even if you don't fight, it's something that you should know. Like, because
Yeah,
you
something
never
fair.
know,
Yeah, you
you
don't
know,
know.
this crazy world, somebody come at you, especially, you know,
Yeah, the
you
world we live in
bullying
right
and
now,
all
bro,
that.
everyone should learn the self-defense, bro.
Yeah.
Even the youngest kids. You know
I
what
recommend that for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. So, speaking of self-defense, is that something you could tell officers if you ever got into a fight, being a boxer, like it was self-defense if you like knock somebody
Yeah.
out and shit?
Yeah, it is.
Cause is that why people always say, man, you swing first?
Yeah, I don't say nothing. I just, like, if it
Wait
ever
till
happens to
swing,
me,
yeah.
it's more like, if your anger get the best of you, just know it's not gonna be pretty for you at the end.
Right.
I know he's probably thinking in his head that, oh, I'm gonna lay you out, but
Let that do that,
get it.
Costco.
Yeah,
that motherfucker this close, bro.
yeah, bro. A lot of people be testing me, but you know, I think about like the consequences more. Like,
That's good, bro. That's how my mindset is, bro. Like,
yeah,
I got kids. I'm old, man. I gotta stay out the way. Like,
yeah,
I had that anger management when I was growing up, bro. I got kicked out of anger management because I fuck with my anger was just too wild, bro. I
Yeah.
snapped like
yeah,
fast. But I still learning to deal with it, but it's not as bad.
yeah,
Because I've been sober for like 10 years, and the
Mm.
alcohol made it the worst at its worst moments and shit. You know what I mean? But that's good, bro. That you find that humbleness and kind of don't let that shit bother you. And you know what I mean? It'll take a lot for you to snap,
hmm
but you know that you can control yourself. You
Mhm.
control your anger and shit. But so damn. So the boxing, like, was it when you kind of like left away from the boxing? Was there any other careers or opportunities you thought of or try to chase?
yeah. Being a firefighter.
Being a fighter, right?
Yeah,
And what made you think about that?
Getting older.
I mean,
feel
like why that career or that? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, like, it just feel like it had really good like benefits. Like I look at, you know, like all these regular jobs out here.
wait, so you was on Indeed and was like, oh, firefighter. Oh, let's check out the benefits. I was like, oh, I seen a burning house.
But more
That'd be cool to be a firefighter.
yeah, like a burning house. I actually was with my kids, and
Mm.
when they were little, I did see a burning house. I remember my kids saying, "Man, it'd be nice to you know, see my dad, a firefighter, and all that.
Oh, okay. And
But
that's what
then,
sparked-
you know, it stuck with me for a while, and I didn't have no, you know, my education at the time. I didn't have GED or diploma, so that's when I was like, you know what, let me go get my GED and
Mhm.
let's change that. And I got my GED, and that was the first thing I did was I applied for the GR fire department,
That's what's up, man.
and then I'm still.
I would have been too scared,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know if I go in a fire, fucking house on fire and shit.
Yeah, I look at it like, man, you know, just being a Christian, I
Save a life.
you know,
Yeah.
I would love to save a life one day, and like just seeing how firefighters are, like how, like, you know, if you watch a fire, you see how organized and
Yeah.
who they send up, and I'll probably be the one holding the hose, because
Mhm.
you know, that's just me, you know, like.
Yeah,
you know,
because you get all those structures in those houses that burn and they fall.
Yeah.
And they break. You know what I mean? Kill firefighters. and
mhm,
shit, you know, and that's just like it's scary. But at the same time, you don't want to hear that news that an infant died in a fire,
Mhm.
and you're gonna tell yourself, I could have done something.
Yeah.
I could have saved the infant if I wasn't so scared or nervous to, you know what I mean, go in that house.
yeah.
But that's crazy, bro. So, did you applied? Did you got interviews and shit?
Yeah, I got interviewed
Was there
by,
training?
yeah, I got interviewed by the chief of GR. So I met all of them, you know, they call them the important people in Grand Rapids. But
First responders, right?
yeah, they are the first responders. But I did apply, you know, to different counties and different cities. Like,
Don't end up in a county where you're saving cats all day. Shit, bro, getting them out the tree and shit, bro.
yeah, I don't mind, but
Yeah, I mean, a life is a life, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just going with the flow right now. Yeah, because right now the GR fire department, they're really picky.
Oh, are they?
But then if you really think about it, they already want somebody that knows it. And there is, you know, there goes me, and then
Someone more qualified.
they have 999 more people. So it's like,
Yeah, that's a lot of people, bro.
so I'm like, dang. So it's like you gotta try your best. You gotta get in there, and like I went to my interview and met all them people, and
Yeah.
I was sharp. You know, I spoke good. I did, and you know, they still
So
didn't.
when you did that, did they have training for you had to do some certain things? Or
Well, before that, yeah,
shit?
I had to
what
do.
kind of training they have you do?
Well, I had when I first applied, they contacted me, and then basically told me to, you know, send me email saying get ready for, you know, there's a 155 question exam. You got to pass this to move on to the next step. So passed it, moved on to the agility test, and that's something you got to beat, I think, under 10 minutes, but they have probably like 12 courses. So
Yeah,
you got to
so
be
what are
kind
the
of quick.
courses like rolling a hose up, run up a ladder, like?
So I remember I had to do because now, you know, for like firefighters, they do go up staircases.
Mhm.
That's, you know, that's their way to, you know,
With heavy ass equipment, right? And all that
yeah,
shit. Jeez.
but they put on a 75-pound vest on me, and I had to do this stair. I know you see the ones in the gyms, the little stair
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
things. I had to do that for 2 minutes.
Mm.
So that's like so much weight.
You
You gotta
pass it?
practice your breathing because you think you got it, but
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was tough. And then right as soon as you get off of that, you gotta go through the course. You gotta grab a hose, go all the way around. You gotta like go all the way around, and then you kneel down. You grab the hose, and you gotta pull the hose, and then you gotta grab a freaking 200-pound dummy, go around, and
I was
then,
just gonna say that on top of the 70 pounds, you gotta pick up like a body.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
200-pound
Oh,
body, and
shit.
then you go through this little dark tunnel, and dude, it was so much.
So-
You gotta pull up a ladder. You gotta hit this thing with a hammer, and
When they look at people that they want to hire, what are they looking for? Just more experience, like
they're looking for more of like, yeah, like what your resume looks
the ones
like.
that wrestle with cows and shit up in the farm.
Yeah,
and shit.
I feel like they look for people straight out of high school
Hmm.
or people that are older that came from a
different county. And shit.
different fire
Mm.
department. And I did take the last exam again because I was trying to do it again, and I see nothing but firefighters in there. They're trying to, you know, be GR
Don't you like
fighter.
fucking the Men in Black and shit?
Yeah, I'm
You know,
like,
how to
man,
pay-
I was
how the
like-
military motherfuckers, you think they were the regular fucking jumpsuit and shit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really care if I don't pass or not. And I'm like, I'm gonna just start applying for being a call. You know, like
Yeah,
somebody could
yeah.
call me, be like, come on, suit up and
So
help.
hell yeah, that'd be
So
dope, bro.
I'd rather do that and
I mean, just to get in that door and just to
Mhm.
have, you know, that experience of applying. You know,
Mhm.
a lot of people see something and give up already mindset, right? You actually went through that door and filled out the application, did the obstacle course, and
yeah, I
did
did
the
it all.
paperwork and shit. You pushed yourself, you know what I mean? You didn't let something just go in the room, see all these
Yeah.
firefighters
It's-
like, out
yeah.
and walk back out, you know what I mean?
It sucked getting that email. I remember I'm working and I'm like excited. I'm like, man, I hope I get that email and they want me because they only select 16 people out of 1,000 people.
Mhm.
And
Is that every year or just
every year.
this-
So
this
every
is the
year there's
16?
people retiring and then there's people coming in.
taking their place?
So yeah, and then when I got that email saying they didn't, you know, wasn't accepted, yeah, it was a bummer, you know.
That's when you started punching the wall. I started punching
Nah,
people.
it's
Go
more
back to
like-
boxing and shit. Like,
Yeah,
man, fuck that.
I'm down, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like I ain't gonna let this stop me. So it's just I did it again. I reapplied again. I'm like I'm gonna do it again,
Yeah.
and then I started applying different counties. It's just I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going and keep
Yeah.
building my resume.
Exactly.
And
Because they're gonna see, eventually they're gonna see that you want it.
yeah,
You know, what
yeah.
I mean? That you're not giving up. That you know this.
Yeah, I even seen the recruitment class of last year. There was like a 60-year-old man that got recruited.
60.
Yeah, I'm like, man, not me.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, but shit, bro, I appreciate you coming
Yeah.
down, man, and hanging out with me and shit, talking
Mhm.
about everything you went through.
Yeah.
You know, boxing is a fun sport, but it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of becoming a showcase more than put a real boxers in there.
Yeah.
But it depends. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You got your real boxers, and then you have, you know, your YouTubers and stuff. But
Yeah.
like you said, he's starting to show a little bit of real boxer in him.
Mhm.
We just got to see him fight some real boxers
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
move forward with them. But I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one, man. We'll catch you on the
Yeah.
next episode. Peace.
See ya.